What's going on, guys? Back with another video, and I'm stoked to be a part of this one because I've got something really exciting. It comes from a brand that most of us are familiar with, Kansept Knives. Now, this particular subject is new to most of us. It's because Kansept is launching a new sub-brand, a budget brand, Tenable knives, under the umbrella of Kansept. The knife that they sent me to check out is on the bigger side. I was really surprised by the size of this knife, and the one that we're talking about, I'll just get into it, is this bad boy. If I open this up, yeah, it's big, but I don't mind it. This is the Tenable Nesstreet, the budget version of the Kansept Nesstreet. Same name, bit more budget-friendly materials. 14C28N on the blade steel, green canvas micarta on the scales, stainless steel hardware, stainless steel liners, and a button lock for the most fidgety types of deployment. It is thumb studs only if you don't count the button acts itself as a deployment method. So thumb studs only, but they are in a really good spot, and they're not sharp. They're actually kind of rounded on the ends, but it does provide a decent amount of traction to get that blade out of there. Now, as far as specs, we have a blade length of 3.5 inches, so just over 3.5, an overall length of 8.05 inches. You have a blade thickness of 0.14 inches, a weight of 4.27 ounces. So not that bad. If I grab, let me grab a size comparison knife real fast. So if we take the Nesstreet right here and we compare it to the famous Spyderco Para 3, let's get a good size comparison there. So right there. Not too bad as far as size comparison. You maybe have a good 1.5 inches overall on the Nesstreet over the Para 3, but it's not that bad at all. You have pretty similar amounts of grip, but the difference is just that length in the blade. I have carried this. I have, over the last week and a half, I've been putting this to the test. Really wanted to give a good impression, get my really good impression on this knife. And it's pretty good. These are less than $60. The Nesstreet is going for $57.98 on Tenable's website. So for less than $60, you're getting a massive folding knife, pretty decent materials, canvas micarta 14C28N, which is a fantastic blade steel if you are looking for that good sort of middle ground between corrosion resistance and edge retention. It's pretty comfortable in the hand due to these almost like chamfers. Let me get in a little closer here. Due to this contoured area right here where your finger goes, allows for a really nice slicing grip. You can choke up just a little bit right here. I wouldn't go too far because that edge starts right here. Decent plunge grind sharpening toil, so you will get a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 sharpenings before you'll start to dig into that plunge grind, which is awesome to see. And clip, you do have a pretty nice deep carry pocket clip, and yeah, basically it disappears in the pocket. So all of that together for less than $60 is not that bad. Like I said, I've been using this for about 2 weeks, and let's cut some paper just to see how well this 14C28N is holding up. Like I said, I've been using this, so this is far from the factory edge, and I haven't sharpened it. I've stropped it a couple of times, so let's see how good it is. Struggling a little bit, but that is to be expected. Still cuts decently well. It's getting hung up right about here, which is the area of the blade that I've used the most, so that does make sense. The rest of the knife is holding up really well. And I think the only reason that that little section right here from about here to here is struggling is because I was cutting the insulation sheathing off of some copper tubing and ended up dragging that blade across the copper. So it was metal on metal, and I don't fault the heat treat or the 14C28N at all. That was on me, but still, I mean, like you said, I haven't sharpened this in 2 weeks, and that's 2 weeks of pretty darn heavy use. So this blade for just under $60 is pretty impressive when you're considering the fact that you are getting a button lock of this size on ceramic bearings, 14C28N, which is a fantastic budget steel as it is, green micarta, and I think they have a blue and a green micarta. But just overall, a really, really nice design. Nice for food prep. I cut an onion with this the other night for dinner, handled it no problem. You can get your finger pretty far out on that blade for package opening. This is by far just a really good general use blade shape for most EDC tasks. Cutting down boxes, the flat grind, due to the fact that it's such a tall blade, that flat grind is gonna give you such good slicing ability, but still having a thick enough stock to hold up in strength. So I have no doubt that this is gonna be one of my work knives moving forward, just because of the fact that it's cheap enough. If I break it, I can replace it. And that is the nice part. And what I love about what Kansept and now Tenable is doing is offering their premium designs at a low budget cost. That is ultimately like the best. We see Civivi and We doing this all the time. We see companies doing this all the time. And now that is transferring over to Kansept and now with Tenable knives. They do have a couple of models to choose from. I believe it's only 2 right now. They're gonna be branching out in the future. So I will leave the link to Tenable down in the description of this video. Please go check them out. I am not affiliated in this in any way. They reached out, asked me to check out a knife. I said sure, but I'm not getting paid for this. I'm not getting any money for this. I don't even get a kickback or a percentage if you buy any knives. I'm just putting the word out there for you guys to check out if you are in the market for another good quality budget knife that won't break your bank and will actually get the job done for you. So that's about all I've got for today. And if you like this video, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. That's the biggest one. It's the best and most free way to help me and what I'm doing here on YouTube. So I guess with all that out of the way, until next time, peace.